My name is Michael Lockyer. I run a financial services business, have done so now for about 20 years. It's great to run your own business, lots of responsibility. I particularly enjoy dealing with my clients, looking after them, doing the right thing, and generally, being part of their lives. And I think that's what motivates me in my business particularly. It's the people I deal with, to be honest. I think when you're climbing, it takes you away from normal everyday life. There's no emails, there tends to be no mobile phones. I'll turn it off. You're generally not interrupted, and you're able to focus on the job in hand. It takes you away from normal life, really. It obviously can be dangerous, so it's quite nice to just have a complete break from your normal work-life balance, really. 12 years ago I wasn't really very well, had a bit of a health scare, and around that time I was invited to go on a trip to climb Kilimanjaro, and I'd never done anything like that before. The most I'd ever climbed was Box Hill in Surrey, and anyway, it was an excuse to start really making an effort, get fit, lose weight. I used to eat too much, work too hard, eat all the wrong things, not get enough sleep, and ultimately this stuff catches up with you. So it was a good opportunity to sort myself out, and I went off and did that, and loved it so much that when I came back I joined the local climbing wall, learnt the basic rope techniques and whatever, and it sort of progressed on from there. So here we are at Stone Farm, just south of East Grinstead, quite close to St Hill Manor, the international head office for Scientology. My dog Alfie, and we're just warming up on a little boulder here, and then hopefully going to make our way back, do a couple of the routes. It's been really wet, but we've had some dry days and lots of wind, and luckily it's quite dry here, so nothing terribly high or hugely exciting, but at least it's dry and we should be able to get a few things done. Good. Are we ready now? Not been great, actually. I had business matters and I had to rearrange my business affairs last year, which has meant really I've needed to focus an awful lot on my clients this year and getting things organised. So 2011's not been great from the point of view of my climbing career. But generally speaking, you just have to find time and get out there as much as you can. He's cold. Quite exhilarating. It's a good feeling, especially if it's one you've been planning to do for a while and you've had to sort of build up to it and train for it. Sometimes you feel different things. Sometimes it's a huge amount of relief because you've done it, and it's not until a couple of hours later, when you're sitting down with the guys chatting it through, that you get excited about what you've done. Sometimes you're thinking, oh my goodness, how did I manage to do that? So it depends really. Sometimes exhilaration, sometimes a little bit of relief. But I think that's what you go back for more. It sort of makes you feel good. It's uplifting. I've climbed quite a few places around the world. I've climbed quite heavily in Spain. Obviously done quite a bit of ice climbing down in France. I've ice climbed in Norway, a place called Rjukan. I've climbed in Tibet, stroke China, Nepal. So yeah, all over really, and not to forget, you know, I've been up in Scotland a fair bit, and also North Wales. But yeah, been around a bit, and have would like to go to some other places and try some different things.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's go, come on, let's go, let's go. Shift your right hand up, right hand up.
Yeah, that's quite hard, but maybe it's easy.
Come on. Yeah, face in, so you don't. Yeah. Good. Yep, it's going well. There you are. Come on, get your face in. Yeah. It's good.
Woo. I tend to block it into my diary, or certainly I did, so that I knew I was meeting the guys at that time, and we were going off for a couple of hours, and this is what we'd be doing, or maybe a day out here and there. When you run your own business, it's tempting to just keep on working and burn the candle at both ends, and I think sometimes it's far better to say, well, you know what, Wednesday afternoon, meeting a couple of the guys, and we're going to go off and do some stuff, and just make an appointment, fit it in, because there's always an excuse not to fit things in. And sometimes I can be in the office at 6 in the morning and work right through till 9, 10 at night, so I don't feel too bad when occasionally I might take a day or a half day to go out, and as I say, not really done enough of that this year myself.
Hey!
Mind your face when you go over the edge.
Planning to climb Everest from the south side. I was going to be doing that in April, May 2012, but may possibly be putting that off now to 2013. So that's something I'm looking to do. I also would like to go to Yosemite and have a go at El Cap and maybe the Nose, which is big wall climbing, which is something I haven't done before. The Eiger is something I quite fancy having a go at as well. Once I've got my fitness levels up to where they need to be, which they're certainly not at the moment. I guess if you're climbing with the sun on your back and you're holding on to a couple of big jugs and you can sort of swing around quite happily, then that's quite fun. And there are times when you're halfway up something thinking, oh, frightening the life out of yourself.
I'm going to start there, I think.
Yeah, go on. Good.
Woo. Actually,
Well done.
that was hard.